This is what we're gonna do. Stop loss. What's my liquidation? 42.81. That's my stop loss. No. We'll do 300. That'll give me... No, I can't do that. I'll put it at 300. And then I'll put this at 41,800. So it's either I come back to a win or a loss. I'm out of here, guys. I'll be back. I hope I'm not liquidated when I'm back.
I want to express my deepest gratitude to my 3,000 plus subscribers. Achieving this milestone has been a long-time dream of mine, and I am overjoyed that my efforts have created something you find worthwhile. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. As a token of my appreciation, please stay tuned during the video for an exciting giveaway, including full access to my Discord group, indicators, and course materials. Thank you for all the love and support. Let us keep turning this market on and upwards to 5K subs. Embracing a powerful belief God is great, God is to be embarked on this exciting journey through the realms of blockchain and cryptocurrencies.
Who's the baddest of them all?
Crypto YouTube. How's it going? Crypto Stud here with another banger. But before we begin, welcome to the crypto universe where endless possibilities sparkle like stars. Embracing a powerful belief God is great, God is good, we embark on this exciting journey through the realms of blockchain and cryptocurrency. Carry hope and positivity as we navigate this dynamic world together. Whether you're enjoying a sunny day or searching for a beacon in the night, may your heart be filled with peace, love, and a promise of prosperity. Join me on my channel as we unlock the mysteries of crypto with curiosity and bold hearts. Here's to success, understanding, and a touch of magic on our path. May your day shine bright, your spirit be light, and your investments flourish. Now, let's dive into today's crypto adventure. I will be uploading this just a tad late. I spent a little extra time with the intro, maybe a little more than I should have. But I hope you enjoyed the intro as much as I enjoyed putting it together and creating it. I'm definitely no video photographer or, CGI expert or anything. So it's kind of just my imagination running wild, and hopefully the content is somewhat good in a sense, and keeps you entertained for a few minutes at least. But yeah, we got a lot of content to go over. I'm trying to keep it under an hour as I normally do. It is Thursday, so I might, depending on time permitted, I might skip the random indicator today. I haven't really looked at the charts too much today, so this is kind of a jump into the charts as well for both of us. It's going to be like kind of as I go session more so for me. I did see we had a nice rejection of the dollar. I will go over that a bit more, and then I kind of do want to do a little bit of a replay from the last video. You know, like I said in the last video, we opened up within the weekly P, and most times out of not, in my experience, when we open up in the weekly P, and within that range of the weekly P, it's normally chop city, and I feel like we've kind of had that with Bitcoin. We did have a nice little move today, as you can see on the chart here, but you know, it's kind of in this tight little range. It's getting critical. I hope the clickbait title that I set up kind of helps, you know, get you motivated to watch and really kind of digest the info that I have here for you. But yeah, and along with that, I really haven't jumped into the news, so you know, it's going to be kind of shock and awe news related for us as well. I did kind of get like a YouTube kind of came in and gave me like a tat on the shoulder about my my news with the other president. So I'm gonna kind of skip over that. I might leave it on the screen, but I'm gonna kind of keep that brief as much as I can. Unfortunately, it's kind of like you're being silenced. But yeah, I just don't want to cause any trouble or anything, and leaving it on screen for everybody else to view is good enough in some sense. So another thing is I am getting pretty close to monetization already. Ironically, it's coming up pretty fast, and let's flip over to my subs. I'm very happy with this. I appreciate everybody who's subscribed, watches my videos, likes, comments. Please like, comment. You know, if you're not subscribed, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe with me. I'm going to have a lot of good content coming to you more in the future. I have a fantastic trade group. If you don't know much about it, we went private within it was 2022. We went private, stayed private for quite a while, and just opened up again recently. Just want some fresh blood in the group. And I know a lot of people kind of just went silent in the group and lost touch with trading, but the ones who have stayed in there are fantastic traders, and we've just had a very good time together. And I want to get some new people in there that can help make our group thrive again. It's kind of nice to be a community and work together and strive for one goal. But yeah, lots of things going on for me on the housekeeping realms of things. You know, thank you for all the subscribers and the love and the support that you guys given me. It's just been fantastic. I can't say it enough. Outside that, I've been doing a lot of work on the indicators. I was gonna briefly show some previews of changes that I'm making to Nexus, but I'm not completely there yet, so I'm gonna hold off on that. It might be maybe a Sunday video or a next Thursday video as I wrap up hopefully those updates. But lots of in the back, doing things in the back of the scene, trying to get these indicators updated more, just some good modifications to the indicators more so, especially on Nexus, since I actually haven't updated it since I initially released it. I've had more updates and such for the other indicators than I have for Nexus, so I kind of want to give it a little bit of love and let it become its own weapon of mass trading as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I am gonna go over a little bit of why I added more to my position. I don't know if you've noticed, my position did grow a little bit since my last video. I am gonna kind of explain that in detail in this video some. I did set a stop loss, pretty tight stop loss. This is a tricky one. It's very tricky. We are getting a very tricky spot right now. This is a critical spot for Bitcoin. This is make or break for Bitcoin, I think. but at the same time, you do have to play both sides of this. I'm still in my long for 57,000. I just haven't been doing that on screen because it's irrelevant to where we are on the charts. The top of the range, you know, you look for shorts, you play shorts. So even though the risk appetite for this is a little bit more riskier, since these sell-offs aren't as massive as they normally are, there's still, it's still technically the thing to do. You know, you short the tops, you long the bottoms. We did have a much better reaction on the bottom of the range than we've had at the top of the range, which I will go into more detail later in this video as well. So stay tuned. I am also, another thing, news, you know, boom, pew. Major thing, I am going to be giving away 2 giveaways for the group. One will be in this video, and then the second one will be in my next one, which will either be Sunday's video, I'll probably make a Sunday video, or next Thursday's video. It will be full access to my group, everything. It's just a big thank you for reaching 3,000 subs. Ironically, I was going to do this for 2,000 subs, and as 2,000 hit on Monday or so, here we got to 3,000, and now much more and beyond. So it's been wonderful. I appreciate it, and for that, appreciating that, I am giving out the group access to the group, the indicator, and the full course to one person giveaway, everything, no questions asked. I will be doing it later in this video, so stay tuned for that. If you're not in the group, if you're in the group, sorry, I have nothing for you. All you have is my ability to be in the group with you and text and talk to you every day. So you know, my presence should be enough. Yeah. All right. So let's get into this. We'll start out with news, and then we're going to hit the stocks. Like I said, DXY is looking really good right now. I kind of want to take a look at that. We had a really good move with that. S&P, we did actually get our move on S&P. I kind of wish I could just like puzzle piece a few items from my last video and put them into here and call it a day. There's a lot of content from the last video of things I was looking for. A lot of those played out, and here we are. So, you know, if you haven't seen my last video that I posted, please go back and just watch that, especially when I'm analyzing the charts and stuff. Maybe not so much the rambling on in the beginning that I tend to do, that I'm doing right now, but you know, there is some really good content in there, and take advantage of that. Yeah, outside of stocks, we'll look at Bitcoin. Depending on time, we'll look at some shit coins. Tesla, I was told to look, well, I was recommended to look at XOM, which is something I highly invested in at like $52, $53 a few years back, and I'm very happy with those. And then I will probably look at either, I kind of want to look at AG&C, so I'll probably look at AG&C, time permitted, and then a volatility index that I've owned and still own some of as well. And then if we have time, we'll look at a random indicator. So anyways, let's get into the news. All right, so we're coming in kind of hot and heavy on this right off the bat to see if we can find anything good. Crypto hacks, rug pull leads to 437 million worth of losses in 2024. Yeah, sounds about right. Be diligent, don't get scammed, don't get hacked. You know, just be careful with that. Ether spot ETF to see much lower demand than Bitcoin. Yeah, I agree. Bitcoin is still king. Bitcoin staking project Babylon raises 70 million led by Paragon. Interesting. The funding round included contributions from Polychain Capital and the venture arm of crypto exchanges and CoinDesk parent company Bullish. Interesting article. Let's see. NYDFS issues new crypto firm guidance for consumer complaints. We don't like New York. We'll just skip that. A 16Z boost crypto election fund by another 25 million to seek friendly Congress. Interesting. $25 million donation. Yeah, we're gonna stay away from politics as much as I can. DOJ arrests Chinese man behind 130 million botnet scam. Interesting. Key takeaways: Wang allegedly created malware that affected over 19 million IP addresses. Huh. Terraform, well, we'll just skip that one. Crypto for advisors, evolution of crypto and TradeFi. Many distributed database networks have been created, each with its own functionality and potential use cases. Interesting. See, no. Yeah, I'm kind of coming in hot on these, so we're just doing them as we go here. Yeah, we'll just leave this up. Yeah, that's unfortunate, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna just skip politics on this channel. We'll keep it clean. Might put some OnlyFans content on here, but anything politics wise, that's R-rated. We can't do that here. Ripple, we don't care about. Another politic thing. All right, yeah, I think we're good on crypto stuff. Let's move on to stocks. McDonald's is mad about $18 Big Mac meal complaints and these other myths. Yeah, I'd be pretty angry too, but I'm not a fan of the Big Mac, so I'm not missing out on anything. S&P 500, two biggest gainers after bullish signs for tech spending. Yeah, ironically, it's kind of crazy to see that. I posted something on Twitter too. I forgot what it was. Let me see. Where'd I put it? Oh, right here. They're like, why is this shooting up? Oh, Dell. Yeah. Dell computers up 7% today. Ironic. Oh, man. Crazy world we live in. Next is going to be Radio Shack. Is Radio Shack even around? Maybe that's a better question. Let's see. Yeah, PCE inflation report could show US prices rising at slowest rate of the year. Yeah, that's some good news. Is some good news on inflation heading our way? Wall Street is banking on slowdown in price in a key inflation report for April on Friday. Ironically, this might all just change. This might be good news, but if the CPI comes out in a couple weeks and it's terrible, then our market's going to go straight down. Speaking of straight down, what's Bitcoin at? 66,634. I think we're good on that right now. Yeah, not much chop there. Oh, sorry. Mortgage rates post biggest jump in over a month as the market dials back expectations of Fed rate cuts. Interesting. The 30-year mortgage rate is averaging 7%, Freddie Mac said in latest weekly survey on Thursday. Yeah, we don't care about that. Interesting. Top AA bonds tarnished by the Blackstone office deals blow up. Investors in the Blackstone finance property recently took a loss on AA bonds, the first of this cycle. Ooh, that kind of gives me kind of chills. It's kind of like The Big Short Part 2. Kind of have a little bit of a feeling to that effect right there. Our view is a soft landing is still the base case. Goldman Sachs executive John Walden said on Thursday that Wall Street dealmakers continue to pick up steam as clients focus on investing in artificial intelligence. Yeah, AI like really got us a run for our money. Once the whole chat GPT info started coming out and things just took off like late, November, December last year, it's just been a market rally since. But again, markets do cycle. They don't always go straight up and they don't always go straight down. So it's always food for thought there. Well, that's cool. IRS plans to offer free online tax prep in all 50 states. Nice. Great. They've made it so advanced and so difficult. Then it's good that they're finally actually doing something about it. Yeah, so we'll just put that there. Yeah, we'll just leave that there. Rising treasury yields have rattled the stock market. Yeah, we had a couple days of down days, but ironically, all-time highs need a little bit of a pullback. We'll see once we jump into the stocks or charts. We'll see if there's anything we can find that kind of gives us more direction to see where we could potentially go. think we're about done. This is about it. Best Buy stock surges. Yeah, we already knew that. Oil prices sink as wider market sell-off continues, and data show rise in fuel stocks. Let's see. I'm too young for Medicare, so we'll skip that. But if anybody would like to read that, Medicare drug plans are slashing drug covers. So interesting. You don't have to be dead to use life insurance. That's new. We'll say that's bullish. Bullish news. 4 mil misses on sales as whole bird turkeys see significant weakness. Yeah, turkeys aren't really that great, so I could see that. Are AOL emails still a thing? Writing a retirement resume, drop the AOL email and 5 pages of experience and follow these tips to get hired while retired. I didn't think AOL was still around, ironically. That's news to me. Stocks are set to break out of a trading range one way or another. Yeah, it's looking kind of down to me, but we'll see. Hopefully there's some hope still. Foot Locker stocks having best day in nearly 2 years after big profit beat. Interesting. That's nice. That's good news. People need shoes, I guess, right? We'll just let you read that one. I think we got, this might keep on going forever. New US bird flu case is first with symptoms, CDC says. Just skip through all this. Dell earnings show an explosive in AI server demand, but stock extends pullback. Let's see. Costco beats profits and sales forecast, but stock puts back from record high. All right, I think we're done. We're good on that. We got through that. That was kind of long. A little bit long there. Sorry, everybody. All right, so let's jump into the stocks now. Hey, we're gonna head right into the dollar because I really want to take a look at this. Look how beautiful this is. So I spoke about this in my last video. It's like a little range we had right here. We kind of just tapped it and we swung failed this right here. Pretty darn nice, huh? Right here. Right back into the range. Here we are trading here. So I'm kind of, we also have the 2-hour jux right here just saying short this sucker. So this was nice for Bitcoin. We had a nice little rally once we got to this resistance zone early this morning. I did notice that. I wasn't in any scalp trades or anything, but that was a really nice play. If you had just watched the dollar reject this R2 area, also the R2 area right there, as you can see, just reject this R2 area and kind of just fall off the map. So, but let's head to the weekly and see if there's anything we can find that really gives us direction. So weekly still pointing down on that, so I don't expect us. We did have a nice bounce on this order block right here though. That was very nice. But yeah, weekly still looking pretty bearish on us. Let's see what the daily's looking like. Daily's starting to turn up pretty nice though. Oh, and we got some volatility starting to come in on the daily. That's good. That's bullish for the daily. 12-hour neutral for the 12-hour, good for the daily then. 8-hour still hasn't quite turned over to the bearish side, and we're in the neutral zone, so it's kind of iffy. So we're gonna go with the daily being the leading indicator of us having a bullish momentum. Let's see here. 4-hour. 4 hours down a little bit. Most of this is from this move up here. We've gotten down in the neutral zone, so we could have another curvature right here and kind of make another move to the high. Now, remember, if we do get a bullish posture going with the dollar, that's not going to bode well for Bitcoin. It will bode well for my short in the long term, but it's not greatest for Bitcoin. Also, if you see the 4-hour, I kind of called it right here. We had a bullish divergence. Now, normally when you get these signals right here, the bullish divergence and stuff, they do take a little bit of time to play out. They actually don't play out right away. You get a couple candle closes after that. That's when they start playing out. So 2 hours, same concept. You know, you got the bullish divergence going on down here on this bar right here, and you had a nice little move up off of that. 2 hours looking pretty darn good though. It's starting to get pretty bullish on me. Let's see what the 1 hour looks like. 1 hour is looking beautiful too. And we had the, remember I spoke about this in my last video, the volatility depleted. So kind of had that massive drop, had a little consolidation phase, and then took back off. This thing is money right here. That is money. I'm gonna probably change the colors around a little bit on them. I want them to be a little bit more noticeable. So the 45-minute, we got the nice bottom out signal right here. Nice bullish posture with that. It's still looking pretty good. I like the dollar right now. And this was like kind of the leading indicator of like why I was looking for more of a short position on Bitcoin. So I really would have had liked to see us get down here to this bottom range right here, and we might still see that and kind of swing fail this whole area. We kind of just like bounced in no man's land. I mean, technically it's this swing low of this range right here, but I really would have liked to have seen a nice reaction over here. But we did get the S2 bounce. It was front ran a little bit, but we did get the S2 bounce on this area. So once I started seeing some strength coming back into this, I was like, you know what? Well, I should just add. We also did have a swing fail pattern on Bitcoin, and I just thought it would be a perfect area to put in a little bit extra, you know, as such. So let's go to S&P. Let's go to the weekly. So the weekly was still pulling bearish on us. Yeah, but it is starting to curve. We are getting that curve we finally wanted. It's looking a lot better than, say, you know, Bitcoin's weekly. So the S&P is looking pretty nice on there. The day could come back. We could have a retrace on the day still on this, but before I continue on the other charts, let's drop down to the 2 hour. If you remember on my last video, I kind of made this little range right here. Look how perfect this was. Came back in this area. Now technically this should be the 2 hour order block, but moved over here, but it's kind of a glitch that I got to work on a bit more. But we kind of hit this 2 hour order block right here, and then just kind of fell off the face of the earth. And you got to remember, we came back into this range, swing fell back into this range, some candle confirmations inside this area, came down here, touched the lows, swing for the lows, came back in, tested the area that we broke down from, and then failed again. That's beautiful. That's textbook right there. It's always nice to see that. Oh. So let's see, 2 hour had the bullish heart, so we had a little bit of a move up, and then we kind of just swung fail that. It's looking kind of ugly, to tell you the truth. Let's look at the 4 hour. What is the average right now? Are we down? Yeah, we're only down 3 points. So 4 hours starting to look, it's starting to turn around and look kind of good. You kind of like, you want that to have a nice curvature up, like those the 2 hour and like the 4 hour did on the dollar. So we are getting some bullish divergence though, but this might take a little bit of time. I would like to see us get down over here, although we are sitting on S2. Weekly S2 is kind of an area of support, but it doesn't look like we're going to hold it. So S3 would probably be the best next area to go. The swing fail, this low right here would look pretty good, but the 6 hour is pointing down for us, looking kind of bearish on all these time frames. I don't really see reason why we can't keep going down. Yeah, I mean, the weekly we could have a move down, and this could still kind of sit there and have that posture. So you got to remember, the weekly takes a long time to play out. So it's always good. I might emphasize the weekly a little too much, but there's a lot of good plays when you're playing the weekly. I wouldn't really per se that like the weekly for the dollar is as important as Bitcoin, because the volatility of Bitcoin is much greater. But we'll kind of backtrack when we get to the Bitcoin. I'll backtrack and I'll kind of show you. This kind of sets the tone, you know, like the trend and the tone, and it's always good to just like take note of where it is and what it's doing. But the daily's looking bearish. I mean, this is overall looking bearish on all higher time frames. So I don't really see reason for us to have any massive rally going yet. which is sad to see. But we did get an all-time high. We hit an all-time high, so you know, maybe pullback is due for us. 1 hour is starting to turn, looking a little better. But overall, S&P is looking pretty bearish. So the dollar's looking pretty good. I'm bullish on the dollar right now. S&P's a bit bearish right now. I'm bearish on the S&P. Let's look at the Dow. See what we find on the Dow. Same concept with the Dow. We got it this swing fail. Actually, we haven't swung fail this other local high from January, but we're getting pretty darn close. But look at this. We swung fail this, and remember my last video, I kind of posted this here. We came back in this range. Now we're on a weekly right here, so we'll drop down to a lower time frame just so you can see this range a tad bit better in this. But we're trying to find support at the bottom of the range here. But weekly's looking kind of neutral. I'm not a big fan of that. It looks kind of sloppy, to be honest with you. Check out the daily. Daily's pointing down. It's looking kind of bearish on me. Not kind of, is bearish on me. 8 hour bearish. 6 hour down. Oh, 6 hour starting to get some consolidation. Volatility is starting to disperse out of this area. We do have an order block right here on the 6 hour, so I kind of want to see us touching this area right down here and maybe get some conviction back up to the top. Not so much to the top range, maybe about mid range, just some recovery phase. Same concept here as well. We have this bottoming out signal as well. I would really like to see us in this area getting this bottom out signal. We're really close, so we could possibly make a move today, later today. Granted, this chart is closed, so we could make a move later today down to this area, and that would kind of give me conviction for the lower time frames to have somewhat of a bounce back for us. But the overall trend looks to be down. Everything's just down and just not doing so well. Volatility is starting to head out of here as well, as you can see on this. Looking really good. We really aren't getting these signals that much, but when they hit really well. We have this one over here, and if you look at my last video, I kind of demonstrate these on a few of them. They don't miss. They're really good. Now, I'm not one to say that you need one signal is your all to be. It's not. You need multiple confluences, but sometimes when a signal like that is very limited and it happens, you just gotta follow it. You gotta be cautious of it. You can't counter trade that. You know, the one time that you counter trade it, it might not end well for you. So just be, cautious of it. Know that it's there if you see it. Like most of these, if there's enough symbols leading in the opposite direction, don't take the trade. The trade's not there for you. 1 hour is kind of in a neutral sloppy zone. I really don't like the 1 hour at all. Looking really ugly, to tell you the truth. Very, very sloppy. Not a fan. Let's look at the 45 minute. 45 minute, same concept, just very sloppy. The 4 and 6 hour are looking so pretty. That's what we want to see, like on a higher time frame as well. But yeah, I'm leaning bullish. I'm leaning bearish. I'm leaning bearish on the Dow. Temporary, bounce from the lower time frames, but still have a bearish posture on it. Personally, myself. And now we're gonna head over to Bitcoin, what everybody's waiting for. See what we can find here. So ironically, I posted this on, was it Thursday? Last Thursday? Yeah, I posted this last Thursday. We still haven't quite seen it. And I still feel like we see it. It's critical. We're in a critical zone right now. And this is like when the indicators kind of stop giving you direction. They all just get kind of coiled up in these really bad conditions that you just don't know. You have no clue. You don't know where anything's going. So that's when you take consideration of EXO and high block and just, come up with a plan. Don't get in a trade, just look for a place to take a trade. And if you're in a trade and your position is doing well, manage it. Manage your position. The market's here every day for us. Thank the Lord. And take advantage of it. So let's hop in and look at high block real quick. All right, so a tad choppy for us. A tad choppy. Our short liquidations to long liquidations are pretty darn close. I would be leaning a bit more to the bullish side if we had, 500 short liquidations or 500 long liquidations to like, 50 short liquidations. I'd be looking at more of a bearish posture, if we had a whole bunch of long liquidations sitting in there. But in this case, it's kind of neutral. We have 261 short liquidations to 200, what is that, 323 long liquidations. Man, I need some glasses, hey. But I mean, it's kind of neutral. They're pretty neutral. I would like to see, like I said, 500 long liquidations to like 20 short liquidations would kind of incline more of a bearish posture and a bearish move. But in this sense, we're not seeing that. It's kind of no man's land, just Chop City. We love Chop City. Chop City doesn't make us any money, so sometimes you just gotta run for the hills. But if you're not in a trade, this is the time to look for trade. Look for order blocks, look for swing fail patterns, just look for areas that look of good interest. And there's one area that I've still pointed out on my chart that if you haven't gotten in a position yet, this is always a good area to possibly look. Let's see how Bitcoin reacts down here in this area once we get it, and then go from there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly. So the weekly is still in a bearish posture. We did not get the curvature, which I did my video on Sunday, so this hasn't really changed since the Sunday video, since my Sunday video was after the candle closer. So I might limit my Thursday videos a bit more, just since I looked at it on Sunday. But on days that I don't, on weeks that I don't do a Sunday video, then I'll look at it. The weekly's still important. It tells you the direction of the trend. So as I was saying earlier, when you're looking at the weekly juxtapose, you kind of see these areas where the trend just kind of reverses. I mean, we had a bullish divergence here, and then a double bullish divergence here as well. And the trend we get to kind of move up, find another area of resistance, come back, swing fail this low right here, and then make another move up. Now, could you say that this like really changed the trend and direction? No. But you could say that this would be a good buying opportunity because juxtaposes back into this buy zone right here range, and looking for a good trade to have. And then at the same time, the same concept could be said, once we start getting this pointing up ability, especially like right here in this area, when we start getting these candle closes right in here, and then we start having this pop up, that's a bullish posture on the weekly time frame. Now the weekly time frame takes time to change and move, but nonetheless, we have a bearish divergence here. You could have taken the trade off the bearish divergence on that, and then again we have that pointing up, juxtapose is pointing up, and then we're looking for a higher range to go. So ironically, I hope it doesn't end something like this where we get down all the way down to here before we start making a move back up. But we're in a critical point, and we do need to realize that this weekly is looking like this, and that's why shorts have to be of interest. You have to trade the range. And right now, the ranges, we're at the high. We're at the top of the range. These are trades to take shorts. I mean, if you're long in 71,000, then you got some soul searching to do. That's all I have to say. Breakouts don't ever really work. You could have traded here, this breakout. Yeah, sure. Would have been a nice move. Now, on the weekly, this breakout would have never came. This breakout would have never came. Even if you prematurely entered that, it just would have not worked out for you. So, food for thought on that. Let's go to the daily, check out the daily, see these order blocks are just looking so yummy up here still, just looking wonderful. Really like to see that there. Nothing on the daily, just kind of a neutral posture for it. A little bearish, but kind of a neutral posture for it. 12 hours kind of leaning down, although we are starting to get a little bit of that curvature that we like to see, which is probably from this bounce down here at the bottom of the range that we've kind of formed here. So that's great to see. The pivot's playing as resistance right now. So until we really get some candle closures above this pivot, I don't see us moving back up to the top side here anytime soon. 8 hour starting to look pretty good too. 6 hour, I'm looking kind of neutral. I don't really have a position to say. I'm looking neutral on Bitcoin. 4 hours looking pretty good. 2 hours looking neutral. So we'll take consideration a little bit. Lower time frames are bullish in a sense. 1 hour starting to look pretty darn good too. But I'm leaning a little bit more towards what the dollar is showing for me, and that is, you know, starting to really get some momentum going on these lower time frames. Let's take a look at the 2 hour again. Yeah, you really like to see this nice bullish posture on the dollar. But it gets difficult when things start chopping around like they are. You know, 2 hours kind of neutral in this zone, but the 4 hours looking pretty good. So the 4 hour can kind of move these higher time frames towards a bullish direction. 6 hours not looking, it's neutral, but it's pointing more of a bullish posture than it is a bearish. And so is the 8 hour, and then the 12 hour is starting to curl up just a tad bit. So temporary, you know, I might eat my words on my short, but I don't see reason why we can't make some moves up a little higher. Maybe test this area again, this 7,600 area again. But again, I'm really aiming to see this. I just need this area to be hit. I know a lot of you, if you've started looking at my videos from the beginning, I spoke about it was the same concept I had when we were looking at the 59,000 area, 60,000, 59,000. I was like, this area needs to break. We need to find something lower, and we got lower, and it happened. So it will happen. It's just when does the chopping stop? When do we actually get volatility and movement? Now, ironically, at the same time, we don't really have any indications of volatility coming into the market yet, like we do on the Dow. The Dow is the only thing that really says that the volatility is dissipating, and we don't see that. We first of all don't see volatility dissipating on Bitcoin because it is choppy. It's not moving. It's not doing anything. So in that consideration, it's hard. It's a tough one. This is a tough one, guys, but I am leaning a little bit more bullish on the lower time frames, but my near term higher time frames I'm still bearish. I have no reason to be bullish yet for that fact. So for me, shorts are the play right now until we start getting some strength and the higher time frames start looking prettier. It's not looking great for Bitcoin, looking kind of just choppy and boring, low interest. So yeah, all right. I do want to look at Pepe real quick, see if we have anything on this. Kind of had a nice little run up here. Good rejection right here, right into the order block. Swing fail pattern on it. Another one right here, another test right into the order block. Oh, it's beautiful. Those trades are beautiful. That would have been a nice trade to take. Let's see. I mean, let's say you weren't even that great. You saw that it rejected this area and got in around here. Let's see. And let's just say you took it to the bottom of the support area right here. That's 11%. It's pretty nice. This thing does move. It moves really nice. Let's take a look at it. The weekly's probably not going to have much of anything. Oh, weekly's looking great. This is what I would love to see on Bitcoin. That's looking beautiful. Daily's looking a little bearish on us. 12 hours looking bearish on us. 8 hour. Let's see. 4 hours looking bullish. And 6 hours giving us a somewhat of a bullish posture. So lower time frames are starting to move over in the favor of the bulls. Higher time frames are still leaning a little lower. But I would say that the bulls are in control right now for this to run higher. Looking pretty darn good to me. I really like this shitcoin, that's for sure. All right, let's check out Tesla. I hadn't looked at Tesla since our last video. See where we are this week. All right, pretty much the same area we were. Let's see. I did the video on Sunday, so Friday, Tuesday. Yeah, because we were closed on Monday. Yeah, I had a swing fill pattern on the high, came back down, Choppy, just choppy. So weekly is actually looking pretty darn good, though. I did say that in my last video. I don't see reason why we can't move further. Although the daily is just in this neutral, ugly neutral zone. 12 hours too. Everything's just flatlined. So I'm leaning bullish on this sucker. Looking pretty nice, actually. These are flatline. 1 hour is looking all right. 2 hours looking pretty good. 2 hours looking good. 1 hour, 45 minutes. Let's see. 45 minutes is looking pretty darn good. Choppy though. Very choppy. XOM. I thought I had it saved, but apparently I don't. I kind of like spot bought it. Oh, it says I have it. There though. Oh, there it is. Whoops. And I had a green ticker on it too. Wonderful. I'm freaking blind. Weekly's looking like we could have a nice little pullback on this. Oh man, this order block down here is looking pretty good. 96. That would be a pretty large drop though. Man, it's looking beautiful. We keep rejecting this area. Swung fail this area. Oh man, I hate seeing that. No real continuation after that. That's tough. That is tough. That's a brutal move right there. Daily. Daily is starting to get a bullish divergence. Hasn't confirmed yet, but that might confirm tomorrow, assuming we stay in this range right here. That's pretty nice. 12 hour bullish. 12 hours looking pretty good. So 12 and day are looking darn good. Wow, 8 hours mimicking the 12 and day. That's very nice. 6 hours in bullish posture. 4 hours bullish. Let's see, 2 hour. 2 hours looking nice too. Man, we can get another test of the high here. That'd be pretty nice to see. 119, 115 area. That'd be good to see. It's pretty though. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty nice. Sitting right here on this MA. Not bad at all. AGNC. Don't think I have it on this list of items. Let's check out. Oh, it says I do. Wow, I am. Oh, there it is. I am absolutely blind. Let's add a color to that. How's the weekly looking on this? Oh, it's looking beautiful. That's looking really good. Check out the daily. Daily's pointing down on us though. 12 hour down. 8 hour, same concept. So we're bearish on the lower time frames. Oh, this is starting to look pretty good though, but overall I'm still looking a little bearish on that. Bearish still. Looking pretty darn good. Lower time frames are starting to pull up, but higher time frames are bearish. I wouldn't mind seeing us get back to the 920 area. 916, 920 area into this order block right here. I don't see us going down way down here, but those higher time frames are looking pretty darn bad. So I forgot to do this earlier in the video, but I did want to look at our reports that are coming out tomorrow. So we have core PCE price index, which is huge. That's going to be a huge item for us coming out. And then personal income isn't as heavy, but it's always nice to see what that's looking like month over month for us, along with the personal spending. PMIs, sometimes it's important, sometimes it's not. I don't really believe that it's important for us tomorrow. It comes with a low impact for us, so to me it's kind of just a meh. But this PCE price index is pretty important for us to come out with, and I always forget this is kind of like an underrated report that comes out. It could move the markets for us tomorrow, hopefully in my favor for my short. Sorry if you're long, I apologize ahead of time. But yeah, so I am going to get us into a random indicator. I did want to replay some areas that I touched on the last video next here. So I will do a little rewind to that just so you can see what I mentioned in my last video, or if you just go back and look at my last video, you can see it just the same. But here it is. Enjoy. We hadn't quite confirmed that swing fail. I spoke about it in my last video. I kind of wanted to get it back in this area and get some confirmation in here before we start looking for something lower. But with the daily looking like that, turning over like that, it could potentially get us to confirm that swing fail pattern back into this range and then look for further down. So the 12-hour is starting to show some bearish signs as well. Not boding well for S&P for us. Daily's looking pretty bearish on here, so I don't see why we can't go further down. Oh, this is looking pretty clean for us to go further down. I don't see, there's no signs of any, oh man, yeah, I'm still looking for us to go lower, and I think it's a possibility. I don't see why we can't at least test this area, see how we react in this area, and then if we do go further down. Now, the only sad thing here is that the weekly P is what we're playing off of right now. So we don't really have an item that we can target. Normally I like to take trades off of areas and then look for the weekly P to take profits or take some profits off. But we didn't quite, we're not going to have that this week. And for me, when I see weekly P looking like this in the middle of the range, normally it kind of ensues that we'll have a choppy week. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully we get some volatility, but in past plays, every time I see weekly P kind of come into this area like we have right now, and in the price action already for the week, it's mostly choppy. Weekly P kind of holds a point of control for the week. It's always a magnet. So if you look at my last videos, I actually targeted weekly P, like, hey, you know, like we're looking to get weekly P at some point, and we did. Now we didn't get weekly P last week, so we're 2 for 3 right now. 2 weekly P hits since I started talking about the weekly P to everybody, and then one last week we didn't actually hit, and this is the one I was targeting down here, and it happens. It won't always be 100%. But
right. Moment everybody's been waiting for patiently, for the people who do not have access to my group of the likes. I am giving away 1 membership, all inclusive, everything, indicator, Discord, and courses, for 1 lucky person who sees this very ending and is able to submit the promo code, enter it, execute, and join. All right, so you're gonna navigate to marketexpertstrading.com. You can Google it, put this right in your URL. It's gonna bring you up to the home page. You're gonna go to buy right here. You're gonna let it load. From this, you're going to see the members tab right here selected automatically. You're going to scroll down. You're going to hit life. I've been doing some testing, so this kind of shows like that, but it shouldn't show for you. It should show in your currency, which I am an English speaker, United States, so hopefully English speaker as well. But to each their own. You'll hit subscribe. You're going to put in the coupon code YouTube I am legend. You're going to hit apply coupon. And then you're going to proceed to checkout. It's going to take you to another page, and then you'll just fill in a little bit of information about yourself, your email. You'll hit submit. And then once you complete the process, you will go to your account page. It will automatically send you to your account page. Within your account page, there are 3 items you'll have to do. Okay. The 3 items are, you'll have to grant yourself Discord access. I can't do that for you. It's all automated. You'll have to do that for yourself. You will grant yourself access to the trading view indicators that I do on video, and then as well as grant access to my affiliate program that is 35%. So from this page, you'll go to your Discord. There'll be a button that says connect. You'll fill in your Discord information. It will connect you. It will let you join our group, give you all the roles that you need. And then you'll be set to go on Discord side of things. Go ahead and, write to us in the discussion channels. Feel free. I don't have any intro videos of how to use Discord. Sorry. That's another thing I need to work on in the future here. You'll go to the trading view tab and you'll do the same thing. You'll connect your TradingView account as well. It will just, there would be like a terms of service agreement you have to submit, and then after that you'll put in your username. Make sure it's your TradingView username. Has to be your TradingView username. If it's your email or anything else, it will not work. And it also won't tell you an error until you come back here. It'll say it down here if there's like, hey, can't connect. You'll have to refresh the page and see if it submits. But you should have indicator access almost instantly if you do it correctly. So, and then you can go to the Learn tab. You can click this button right here. I'll send you to the Learn membership website, and then go ahead and click the affiliate, and then sign up for our affiliate program as well, which is 35% per sale. So that's a great addition as well. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to the group, you beautiful soul. Can't wait to see you there. And that pretty much wraps up this video. I didn't get to the random indicator this video. I will try to get it into next Thursdays. Please comment, are you liking the random indicator? Are you enjoying me doing that? Should I do something else? I probably will spice something up on Sunday to give it a little drive for our Sunday sessions. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had a good time. Thanks. Peace.
Made of gold.